strongest projecting fragrances for men for 2024. So there are quite a lot of pretty strong masculine fragrances out there, but I've narrowed it down to a few that I think are some of the absolute strongest. I'm going to start with one of my favorites, which is Tobacco Color from Dior. If you're looking for tobacco fragrance, get this one because it's just one of the best tobacco fragrances I've smelled. It is very refined because a lot of tobacco fragrances are kind of harsh, maybe a little bit too much for the nose, but Tobacco Color, being from Dior, you could expect it to be very smooth, very refined, smoky, warm, robust, masculine. It's actually unisex, but it's more masculine. Just a really, really attractive sort of scent, and you could tell it is high quality. I mean, if I had the full bottle of it, I would reserve it for special occasions because it is definitely one of those, evening, special occasion type of fragrances, although it does also work very well in the winter time or the autumn, when it's pretty cold out, you need something with a little smoldering heat to it, and Tobacco Color definitely does that. Plus it has great longevity, great scent trail, great projection, pretty much everything you could want from a fragrance like that. Now, if you're not necessarily a fan of, tobacco, especially pure tobacco like Tobacco Color is, then I do have to mention, because it does really well, Versace Eros. Now, there are different versions of Versace Eros. Some of them are better than others, but I stand by the original. Now, it is a party fragrance, it has that reputation, but if you're looking for a massively projecting, kind of vanilla-centric type of fragrance, go for Versace Eros. The vanilla note is actually one of my favorite things about the whole Versace Eros vibe. I've worn it myself a few times just to see what all the hype is about, and that vanilla note, after about an hour, it dries down into an intense Madagascar vanilla type of note. Really, really good. Actually, almost cozy even with its type of warmth. Little touch of sweetness from the vanilla as well, but not enough to impact the masculinity that it has. The projection through the roof, like I said, it is a kind of clubbing party fragrance, so it's designed to be with that projection to go straight across the room. Everyone will notice that you're wearing this fragrance, and you do not need to put on a lot to get noticed. Really just a few sprays or two, you're good to go. Now, again, it does have that reputation as a clubbing fragrance, but I do stand by the fact that this is also a very good wintertime fragrance, mainly because it's so warm, and like I said, has that kind of coziness to it. But if you just want to avoid that reputation altogether, you don't want to smell like you're going to go clubbing, another good option is Layton from Parfum de Marly. This is a more expensive option, but really, really good. It's primarily a spicy, sweet type of fragrance for men. I quite like it. Sometimes I wear it myself. It's a pretty heavy fragrance. Now, some people complain about the heaviness on the sweetness side of it. It is sweet for a men's fragrance, but I don't think it's too sweet. I would say, I don't know, kind of a 4 out of 10 on the sweetness scale, maybe a 5 out of 10. Nothing, it's not like a female fragrance, but the sweetness is there, but it is counteracted by the spiciness that it has, which I think is quite nice. It's kind of a push and pull of those two different types of notes. And again, more of an evening fragrance or a cold weather fragrance, but it is pretty versatile, probably more versatile than Versace Eros, obviously. And it has a very refined kind of vibe to it. You could tell that it's one of those high class types of fragrances, so you could always enjoy that aspect of it. Now, I do have to mention another clubbing fragrance, just because it is super, super strong, and some people are die-hard fans of it, others don't like it so much. Paco Rabanne 1 Million. So, some people really, really hate this, others really, really like it, like I said before. This is one of the strongest men's fragrances you could possibly get your hands on. Again, it is a clubbing fragrance, so it's kind of designed to really cut through the crowd like that. But the thing is, you do have to, even though it is strong, it will last as long as you need it. You'll have to scrub it off of your skin to get rid of it. You do have to watch out for the fact that it is very, very sweet. Some people do not like how sweet it is, like candy almost, for some people. So if you're not into that, skip it. Now if you do like sweetness, obviously go for that. And this is comparing it to Layton, which, like I said, kind of like a 5 out of 10. I would say Paco Rabanne 1 million is more like an 8 out of 10, maybe even 9 out of 10 on the sweetness scale. You're going all out on the sweetness for that. Now, one more after that is Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. So this is a pretty popular option at the moment. It's been popular for quite a while. It is a pretty well-rounded fragrance. If you're looking for something very strong, on the heavy side, not too heavy, very balanced, Tobacco Vanille is a really good option. Obviously, it is a tobacco vanilla fragrance. In comparison to Tobaccolor from Dior, this is a bit smoother on the tobacco, focusing quite a bit more on the vanilla side here. But you still get a little bit of both. You still get enough of the tobacco in comparison to the vanilla. So I would say it's pretty nicely balanced. Also a very good unisex option. But the strength that it has is very impressive. When you smell it, it is going to be stuck in your nose for quite a while. It's going to be stuck on your skin wherever you spray it. It is definitely one of those very reliable types of fragrances where, you know, it'll last all day, it'll last as long as you need it. Projection is really good, really nice scent trail as well. So again, reliable, and it just smells really nice. I love the combination of tobacco and vanilla. One other fragrance that I think does it really well is Red Tobacco from Mancera. That is also a tobacco vanilla mix that I think does really well. That's a little bit on the sweeter side. I think Tom Ford's version is even a little bit better than that, but kind of a general consensus there. But that is pretty much my list for strongest projecting fragrances for men for this new year of 2024. But again, this is just a small list of these types of fragrances. There are quite a bit more. I'm currently without my usual cask of fragrance samples and bottles, so I can't really show off some other ones, but for now, I think this list really captures the strongest, at least that I could find, and according to other people, the strongest and best projecting fragrances for men. So hopefully, if you enjoyed this this video, you can like and subscribe. And I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.